Okay, everybody, I am back. Alright, so what I want to do is, you know what, first I want to introduce myself. My name is Eric, E-R-I-C. Um, I've been playing Destiny since The Dark Below, which was that the first expansion for Destiny. And actually, one of my college roommates bought the game and was trying to get me into playing more video games, and so I ended up jumping on PlayStation and playing the game, and I just been, you know, I've been hooked ever since, and so yeah, I've been playing the game for a while. So what I'm doing right now is trying to figure out what I would a masterwork. What I said in the last video is I want to get the three stats that I am concerned with on my gear to where I want them. So I want a tier 9 for resilience, tier 8 for recovery, and I want to keep tier 7 on my discipline. But of course I'm short up here, so I got to kind of move things around without losing the tier 7 on my discipline. So I can't drop below 70. I've already narrowed down my gear in terms of, which are the best pieces that I have, um, at least to this point. I want to keep as much discipline as possible, but I do want to kind of kick up these two. Now, I have enough material to masterwork two, three pieces of gear at least. I know I have 4 ascendant shards, so 4 pieces of gear, but I don't want to use up all 4 ascendant shards because these things are hard for me to get. I don't play a lot of Master Nightfalls, so I do have 21 enhancement prisms. So that's not really the issue. The issue is these here. The shards are harder to come by. So yeah, I'm just looking at if I have any other options before I do anything else. And see, recovery drops so much. I lose 6 points with this. Same thing, discipline drops by 6 points. Yeah, I don't think I have any better options. And look at that one, my discipline it just plummets down. It takes a huge hit. So yeah, I believe I have the best drops that I can get. Now I'm not even counting this because this is for Black Armory. It's getting sunset in November, but I like the armor so much that I'm keeping it in this spot here. Because the last time I put this gear in a vault for Black Armory and I accidentally deleted some of it. So I had to go back to the forge and get the gear to drop all over again. This is a random drop, so you just have to keep playing until the right piece of gear drops for you. So I'm not doing all that over again. So but yeah, I think I'm trying to determine now which I just want to go ahead and Masterwork. See, because the Masterwork, like, once you can get to 7 energy pretty easily. But if you want to go to 8, 9, and especially 10, that's when it costs enhancement prisms, and then ultimately it costs you the Ascendant Shard, which is expensive. Um, and see, there we go. Um, it's one Ascendant Shard to get to 10. And what happens is, for all your stats, you see the green. It's you get +2 on each one. So, see, my mobility is at 2, but then once I upgrade it to Masterwork, it goes mobility goes up to 4. So, like I said, all of them get +2. Um, Now the only issue is that I have to use a recovery mod on here, which I didn't want to use. Typically, I want to use a resilience mod, which is only 3 energy spots, which means I have 7 spots empty. So you can get, you know, you can get more mods into the 10, right? But this is the best drop that I have, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. And I know there were, I thought there was something with 5 on here, but I guess not. And see, I got a couple of 5s, but I don't use these typically. I usually go for special armor. Seeing this is unflinching, I'm not really concerned about that. I think rifle reserves, large arm reserves, rifle reserves. Yeah, because rifle reserves is any rifle class weapon. So auto rifle, pulse rifle, fusion rifle, anything rifle. That's what this is for, right? So I only have 2 spots left. Now, if this was a 3 for resilience, then I would have 3 spots left. So that's why I try to get something that's high in recovery, so that I don't have to use a recovery mod right here. But I have 2 spots left. Solar melee abilities, that can be useful. I'm not sure what I'll use the last 2 for. I can do a couple of 1s, or I can jump on a 2. I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out later. But anyway, so now I'm at 91, but I'm still below 80 on recovery, and I'm almost at 80 on my discipline, which is excellent. So I got a resilience mod here on my gauntlets, and I have a resilience mod here on my. So what I should have done is masterworked the helmet and the gauntlets, and then left the chest armor alone, because then I would have had an extra piece, an energy spot for these 2. So now it's just Which one do I want to masterwork? 17, 21, and 12. This one's pretty good. I like this one. So again, like I'm at 3, right? And it only costs 1,000 glimmer, 2 legendary shards to go to a upgrade to a 5 energy 5. So there's my 5 energy. To get the 6 energy, I need 3 legendary shards and 1 enhancement cord along with 1,000 glimmer. So that's not a problem. Pretty much the same thing. They just bump up the price a little bit. So now I got 7 energy, right? Now it starts getting more expensive. And I'm not worried about the 4 legendary shards or the 3,000 glimmer. The problem is the enhancement prisms. To level up to a 8, you need 1 enhancement prism. Okay, so now to level up to 9 energy, you need 2 enhancement prisms. Okay, and then the Masterwork, you need an Ascendant Shard, right? Which is the hardest piece of material to get for me. So what I have to do is run more Master Nightfalls, and that'll pretty much do it. But yeah, you see it bumped up my stats by 2 points, which you can say, okay, that's not a big deal, 2 points across the board, but when you see how close your numbers are to going up a higher tier, that extra 2 points is very useful. Now on here, I like the heavy ammo finder or the special ammo finder. I mean, I'm gonna go heavy. I'm not driving, so I have 2 points or 2 energy spots left, which isn't bad. So again, if you have 3 energy here instead of 4, you get an extra spot over here if you have a 5 here. So it just gives you more options across the board. But anyway, looking at the numbers again, this is basically where I want to be, right? I'm at a 9, and I'm at 8, and then I love 70, but 80 is even better. So at this point, I can't get any higher than where I'm at right now. So yeah, this is my best character. A 90 tier 9, tier 8, tier 8. I'm not worried about mobility or intellect or even strength. I like using grenades. I like having shields. And of course my the amount of damage I can take, it's like your maximum health or something like that. So the other thing with recovery is you also see your class ability cooldown at 51 seconds. So yeah, as you bump this up, then your class ability cooldown decreases. So that's also beneficial. Alrighty, and that's what I wanted to do. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it. Take care.